Hey everyone, it's Mark. Well, it's a new year, so I thought I'd start a new segment on my channel which I call Yay or Nay. What that means is, each of these types of videos I'm going to take a topic, talk about a little bit, my personal feelings with it and stuff, and then I'll say yay or nay. Yay means I agree with the idea, nay means not so much. So since I'm a hardcore gamer, I thought I'd take one of the topics that's the most popular things with video games, that's console wars. The current generation we're in, the 8th, is Wii U, Xbox One, and PS4. I don't have PS4, I might get one in the future, I don't know. The only reason I don't have one is, well, there's the lack of backwards compatibility, which isn't a big deal, really. I mean, I don't mind digging out an old console to hook up, you know, but sometimes it's nice just to have the option of backwards compatibility, and that is something they're looking into. The real reason I don't have one, to be honest, is the exclusives. I mean, so, like, with Nintendo is, you know, I like Mario and Star Fox, Pokemon, Kirby. Microsoft, I like Halo, Gears of War, Dead Rising. That's just a handful of exclusives. Sony has God of War, Ratchet and Clank, and those games never really piqued my interest. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad games, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I personally, they didn't really grab me, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, if you like those games, that's perfectly fine. You know, I'm not going to give you crap for that. You know, you can like whatever you want. I mean, see, that's the thing, I have friends with PS4, and they like those kind of games and stuff. Or it's like, you know, they might say, like, I don't really like Microsoft or Xbox One, I don't really like Nintendo, Wii U, I grew up with them, but it's getting kind of, yeah. But it's like, you know, if they say that, it's like, that's fine, I'm not going to force you to like these consoles or buy one of these, I'm not going to force you to like a different company or games or something, like, you know, they don't have to like the same things as me. I don't care. Because it's funny how people can get so defensive about it. I mean, other than provide hours to years of entertainment, like, what has this done for you? It's like, if you take this apart, one of these things, it's just a bunch of plastic and, like, bits and chips and wires and stuff, so why do you feel the need to defend it? Like, it's, I mean, is this thing putting food on your table? I just don't get it. Like, I mean, console wars is a good thing. It keeps everything interesting, but it's just when people get so defensive, like, oh, my console, or the one I like is God, and yours is lower than dirt. Like, okay? Like, and most of these people, I think, are just trying to start crap. Like, I mean, you know, that's why I usually just ignore them. Like, oh, Nintendo sucks. Like, yeah, whatever, that's just your opinion. I don't care. Because, so that's the thing, most of these are just people, I think a lot of times it's just people just trying to piss you off or something, so that's why I usually just choose to ignore them, because it's like, you know, then if you just ignore them, be like, oh, thank you for the feedback or something, then it's like, that ruins their day, because they get, they realize they failed to piss you off, so, what's his face, Phil Spencer from Microsoft, I like, that guy's awesome, he's a gamer too. Now, this is the kind of guy he is. I mean, this is a guy who works for these companies, and it's like, let's turn the clocks back a bit. You know, the PS4, which is in the lead, which, you know, turn the clocks back a bit, it sold 30 million units, which is, that's impressive. That's damn, like, and again, like, I don't have one, that doesn't mean it's like, oh, why is that in the lead? Like, I don't care. Like, even if one of these consoles was in the lead, it would be like, oh, cool, that's nice. Like, you know, it's, whatever's in the lead doesn't really mean much to me. It's just like, oh, nice. But the PS4 is in the lead. And turn the clocks back a few months. It sold, you know, 30 million units. So, which is like, you know, basically that's 15 million units in a year times 2, which is impressive. Maybe that number's not exactly correct, but whatever. You know, now Phil Spencer's the kind of guy who, you know, Sony is obviously one of his biggest competitors. This is the kind of guy he is. He'd go over to Sony and say to them, like, hey, congratulations on selling 30 million units, that's a hell of an accomplishment, and he'd be legit, like, he wouldn't be, like, sarcastic or anything. Now let's fast forward a bit. The Nintendo is going to unveil the NX, or whatever the system will be called, at E3 next year, this year at E3, and, you know, it's usually in June or something. Now, whatever that system is called, you know, Phil Spencer could probably go over to the people at Nintendo, like, Miyamoto and such, and say, like, like, oh, that was an awesome presentation, guys. The system looks amazing. I hope it does really well at launch and stuff. That's the kind of guy he is, and he works for this company. He doesn't go around bashing his competitors or anything. He's like saying like, hey, you know. So why do other people get so, like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, like if you have a friend that likes a totally different company than you or a console, it's like, why do you care? Is it really a big deal? Like, I mean, have people ever actually ended friendships just because the friend likes a totally different console? It's just, I don't get it. It's just, whatever. But yeah, so, you know, and it's, you know, like I said, console wars is a good thing. I mean, the competition is obviously a good thing, keeps everything interesting, but it's people like that that just kind of ruin it, like, oh, this one's better. It's like, no. You know. But, so, console wars, yay or nay? Well, because of people like that, which is more common, especially nowadays with the internet and stuff, and, you know, it's extremely common, I say nay, because, you know, like I said, people like that just kind of tend to ruin it, like, and, you know, some of them, like I said, some of them just do it to piss off other people, like, you know, might not even be a gamer, they just do it to piss people off, but, you know, that's why I just ignore them. So, but yeah, so, anyway, that's it for this segment. I'm gonna try and do one of these every other month, so if you have any ideas for ones you'd like to see for these yay or nay videos, you can post them in the comments. It doesn't have to be gaming related, and if you want to hit that little red subscribe button down there, I'd really appreciate it, and as always, thanks for watching.